Hi guys, this is Beto Chingon from Fontana, California, and I have a 32 camera system from Qsee. And some of you guys might know, Qsee is a company that went out of business this year. So the moment that company went out of business, all the Qsee NVR or DVR owners, we lost remote access. That means we're not able to connect to our cameras from our cell phones. Okay, we're able to do it when we are at home. That means we're connected to Wi-Fi and we can actually view our cameras on our cell phones, but that's in our property. But as soon as we go away from our properties, we're not able to do it anymore. So you lose a connection to your home, to your business, depends where you have one of these Qsee systems. Okay, in my case, I have it at home. Okay, so I'm able to view it with my computer connected to the same network, and I'm able to view it with my cell phone connected to the same network. And of course, I have some HDMIs going to other televisions, so I'm able to see it in 2 or 3 televisions and some Fire Sticks and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm able to see these cameras, but on my property. I don't have remote access anymore. So all my cameras can be viewed just from home. They're gonna be recording 24/7, that's the way I have it set up, but I'm not gonna be able to see it remotely anymore. So if I go out of town, that's it, tough luck, not able to see my cameras anymore. I have to wait until I get home. Okay, but anyway, let's put a solution to that, okay? What I did is this, okay? I went to settings first. I went to settings, main menu. Then I went to, okay, let me pause this because I'm gonna have to enter a password. Okay, let me pause that. Okay, so you enter your password and then you just press enter. And then you press OK. Now you're in the system. So what you want to do is you want to go to network. You go to network, okay, and you go to the one that says here TCP IP, okay? You want to write down this IP address. If I was you, I just take a screenshot, okay, boom, take a screenshot and you're good. You need the IP address that is under the MAC address, okay? That's what you need. And you also need to make sure to go to your router and assign an IP address to this NVR or DVR. That way it's a static IP and it's not changing. You don't want this IP address to be changing every time that you lose power or for whatever reason you restart your NVR. So you need to have a static IP. So you go into your settings in your router and just make it a static IP. That way every time you restart for whatever reason or you lose the power, whatever, if it goes off and restarts, it's gonna start with the same IP address. It's not gonna change. That's what you want, okay? And then the next one, you're gonna go to the ports. Same thing. All your ports here, you're gonna be doing the same thing. Take a screenshot because you're gonna need those later, okay? Then after that, you wanna go to this one that says block allow. You go to that one, okay? And you're gonna be entering the IP addresses of each one of your devices, okay? Let's say, for example, you have a cell phone. Your cell phone can connect using the carrier's data or the carrier's internet, okay? And that means the carrier is gonna give an IP address to your phone. So you need to go into your settings when you're not connected to Wi-Fi and get that IP address and put it in here. You're gonna add it here. We're gonna put the address here. You're gonna put the IP address here. You're gonna press OK. Okay, that's you adding one. But then you're gonna connect your phone to Wi-Fi. Okay, and your router is gonna give a different IP address to your phone. You wanna be doing the same thing. Add that IP address here. And as many devices as you need to put those IP addresses there. Make sure that you don't have this enabled. Just go to trusted sites. All these trusted sites are going to be all your devices that you want those devices to have access to this, to your NVR. Of course, they're still going to need passwords and stuff like that. Okay, but at least they're going to be able to connect, and they're going to be asked for the password to be able to connect. So you also always set up your password, your application on your phone, boom, you're able to enter. But that's what you're gonna do. After that, you're gonna go to your computer, okay? And let me pause this. Well, we can probably just swap. Input, and let's go to computer, okay? So we go to computer. We're swapping here, okay? And you're gonna be getting your IP address. This is gonna be your home IP address. You're gonna need that, okay? Get that one. That's not the IP address that your NVR has, okay? This is actually gonna be the IP address that you get from your provider, in this case, your internet company. That's the IP address for your house. That's what you're gonna get. Okay, you get that. And then from there, we're gonna go and go to a different company online. Okay, and let me open here. Oops. Anyway, we're gonna go to this company here. Okay, and that's called No IP. You're gonna go to No IP and you're gonna make an account in there. You're gonna make an account in No IP. So you go to No IP and you make an account, and you're gonna make a host name. Okay, you're gonna make an account. You're gonna enter address, this and that, whatever, you know. You're gonna enter all the stuff that you need there. Just make sure you make an account. It's up to you if you want to make a free account or if you want to pay for it. In my case, I have a free account. I have to be renewing this account every 30 days, you know, like do a confirmation or whatever, you know, every 30 days. So anyway, you get your host name, okay? And when you enter the host name, you're gonna be entering a host name, and if the system is gonna let you know if it's taken or if it's not taken. If it's not taken, it's gonna give you a confirmation, boom. Now you have a host name, okay? So it's gonna be your host name, your ddns.net or whatever, you know. Some other ones can be .sapto.org. Depends what it is, you know. Anyway, you're gonna get a host name. So after you get your host name and you get everything all set up, okay, when you're entering the host name, when you're making the host name, it's gonna ask you for your home IP address. And that's the one that you're gonna be getting with IP Chicken. You go with IP Chicken and you get your IP address, and that's the one that you're gonna be entering when you're creating your host name. I can show you more or less how to do one, just to give you an idea. Let's say we add a host name, okay? Boom, we go here, and let's see. Oh, wait, let's go here. I got two host names right now that are active, but let's say that we're gonna make a new one. Create a host name. You go here, okay? And when you're here, you're gonna create the name that you want. Let's say, in this case, I always go by Beto Chingon. So let's say Chingon. So we go Chingon. Okay? So we put Chingon there. Okay? And then the system is gonna add ddns.net. Okay? And I'm gonna put my home IP address here. Okay? So that's what you're gonna be putting. In this case, you're gonna be putting it yourself too there, you know. And then you're gonna create. Boom. Okay? You're gonna create, but if it's already taken, it's gonna let you know that name is already taken. So you need to add something to that name. Let's say, my case is 333, but let's say 888. Okay? So boom, now we got create again. Okay, that means I created Chingon 888.dns.net. Okay, and so now I have it, and we can go, but I don't need it, so I'm just gonna erase it. But anyway, that's how you do it. I delete that, boom, we're done. Okay, so that's what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be creating that. After you do that, then you're gonna go to your router. Okay, in your router, you're gonna go to the settings of your router. Okay, you're gonna have to enter your whatever, you know, your username and password. You go into your router, okay, and normally you're gonna be starting here, dashboard, okay, there, and then you're gonna go to the firewall. Boom, you go to the firewall. Then when you get to firewall, okay, remember all those settings, all that picture that I told you guys to take of your NVR of all the ports. Well, here we're gonna be doing what is called port forwarding. Okay, you're gonna go to port forwarding, and you're gonna show advanced options. So you're gonna click that one, advanced options 2, and here you're gonna enter the port. Okay, the actual Ethernet connection to your router. This is gonna be the one for your internet. Okay, so your internet, in my case, is connected to ETA0. Okay, ETA0 is my connection to the internet, and that's connected to my modem that is coming from the carrier. Okay, and then after that, we're gonna enable we're gonna enable this hairpin NAT, okay? So we're gonna enable that NAT reflection. And we're also gonna enable auto firewall. We want some protection, so we want that firewall. Okay, we're gonna enable that one, so we check mark that one. And on the next one, depends on where your NBR or DVR is connected, that's the port, that's the actual connection port you're gonna use, okay? So that's gonna be the connection where your NBR goes, where the cable that is connected to your router goes to your NBR, okay? In this case, mine is ETH3, okay? So that's the one, okay? So after you do that, then you come down here and you're gonna add a rule here. This is what you do. You just add a rule, and it's gonna give you the option. It's gonna give you blanks here, where it's gonna tell you. It's gonna give you this blanks. It's gonna give you the options to add something there. So here you're gonna be adding this port 37777. So you add that port, okay? And then here on the next one, it tells you to do TCP because that's what you have in your NBR, and you want to copy that. Okay. Anyway, you're gonna do that to each one of them. Then here, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be putting the IP address of your NBR. You put the IP address of your NBR, and then the next one is gonna be saying here forward to port. You're gonna repeat the port number 3777. You're gonna repeat it here, and the description is up to you what you want to call it. In my case, I just call that NBR. Okay, that's it. So that's gonna be a rule. Okay, then you make that rule and you apply it. Then you go to the next one and you're gonna add 37778 UDP. That's gonna be a UDP. The previous one was a TCP, this is a UDP. And you're gonna repeat it. Same IP address, that's the IP address of your NBR, and then it's gonna be the same port that you put here at the beginning, you're gonna put it here again. And the description, you put the same description if you want, you can put whatever you want. NBR, okay? And then you go to the next port, 85. This one, because it didn't have TCP or UDP, you're gonna put both, okay? That's what you're gonna do. The next one is gonna be just putting the IP address, and you're gonna be repeating the port again, and then the description. You're gonna be doing that to all the ports of the picture that you took from your NBR. All the ports that are there, you're gonna be doing that, okay? And after you're done, each one of them, you're gonna be applying it. In my case, I'm gonna be removing this one because I don't need it, okay? And make sure everything's checked here, like I told you. Show advanced options, the ports are here, the interface and the LAN interface, you wanna have those. This is the one to your internet, and this is the one to your device, like I said, to your NBR. Okay, make sure those are checked, and then you go at the end and apply everything. Boom. You're applying it, okay? But you're gonna be applying each one as you're doing it. Each one of them, you're gonna be applying it. If you did it right, it's gonna be showing it that the configuration has been applied successfully, okay? That's it, simple as that. So after you do all this, then you're gonna go to, well, I think you're done. Because I think we already went to, we already went to the website of No IP. So that means you're done, okay? The next step is gonna be to go to your phone, okay? The next step is gonna be to go to your cell phone. And let me pause this because somebody's knocking at the door. Hold on. Okay, next will be to go to your cell phone, okay, and open the software for Qsee, the one that you used in the past, to remotely view your cameras, okay? And here, you're gonna go to device management, okay, device manager. So you're gonna go there, okay? In my case, I show NBR, okay? That was my previous setup where I used to just go there and scan it, whatever, from the barcode, whatever, and be able to connect automatically. And I just used to enter the password, a few little things here and there, boom, and I was done. Well, let me show you guys something now. Okay, here you're gonna open that menu, and the remote configuration is not gonna work, okay? It's just not gonna work. Because if we know, as we know, we don't have that service anymore. But I'm opening that just to show you guys. And it's not working. Anyway, as we know, it's not working. It's just connecting, and it's never gonna be able to connect. So what we're gonna do is this. Oh, nice. Now it's just buffering there. Okay. Anyway, you failed to connect. That's what he's saying. So what you want to do is don't press remote configuration. Okay. What you want to do is you want to press device modification. You press that one, and the name that you have for your MBR is gonna be here. Okay. You can delete all this if you want, and you can start from scratch. In my case, I'm gonna keep that name. Then from there, you see, this is the little barcode that it was used before. I don't want to use that anymore. Okay, I don't want to use that anymore. So what I want to do is I probably want to create a new one. So I'll go back and delete. I'm gonna be deleting this. Yes, it's deleted. Okay. Now I go here, device manager. So it's already there. It was already there. And I go to the plus sign. Go to the plus sign, go to camera, okay, and go to wire device. So I'm there, okay, and I go to IP domain. Okay, when I go to IP domain, now it's not showing me the name, but I need the name. I need the name that I want to use. In this case, I can just call it MBR. Or I can call it Wi-Fi, because it's going to be working with Wi-Fi, for example. Okay, but anyway, okay, we're going to call it Wi-Fi. There. And then the address, okay, the address will be, okay, your host name that you created. Whichever host name you created, that's what is going to go here, okay? That's going to be here, your host name. Put your host name there. The port 37777, keep it open. Keep it like that. Then, whichever username you're using, if you're using admin or using something else, okay? If it's admin, keep it like that. Then put your password. This is the password of your MBR or your DVR, okay? Don't put any other passwords. That's it. After you do that, let me show you what happens, okay? I'm gonna do mine just to show you guys. And let me pause this right now. Okay, after you enter your host name, your, as I said, username, but your username, remember this is the one from the MBR, and your password, the one from the MBR, okay? Then you go down here to start live view, okay? You go there. Oh, it might not work on this one because I'm doing it with Wi-Fi, okay? I need to add the IP address of this phone, okay, to my MBR because this is a phone that is not included in my MBR. But anyway, I'll show you guys another phone where that works. And I'm gonna show you that you need to create two accounts. One is gonna be for your Wi-Fi and the other one is gonna be for your phone carrier, okay? You wanna use the one where you get from your phone carrier, you wanna use that when you're not in your property. But when you're in your property, you wanna use the one with your Wi-Fi. Depends how far you're able to reach with your Wi-Fi, okay? You might have to turn off your Wi-Fi, when you're in the yard because you might not have enough range. But anyway, I'll use another phone just to show you guys, okay? Let me pause this. Okay, guys. So on this phone that I'm showing you here, I created two accounts, okay, for two MBRs. But the reason I did that is because one shows MBR remotely, okay? That's the one that I'm gonna be using when I'm not in my property. If I go out of town, if I go whatever, When I go away from my house, I can still view my cameras from my cell phone. And that's my remote access on the MBR remotely, okay? The next one, I don't know if I'm missing an L there, but anyway, no big deal. The next one, this one is gonna be MBR at home with Wi-Fi, okay? So, like right now, I'm connected at home with Wi-Fi, okay? I'm gonna click that one and I'm gonna start live view. There. So it should work. Now, if I want this to work, okay? If I want this to work with the carrier's internet, in this case, Verizon, for example, okay? Then I have to do this. First, I close this, I close that one, then I go to settings, okay, and turn off my Wi-Fi, okay? So my Wi-Fi is off now. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and open the application again, okay? When I get to the application, I'm gonna go to NBR remotely, okay? So that one there, I'm gonna, I select that one, then I go in and do a start live preview, okay? And you see your device is not connected to Wi-Fi or whatever, so it's telling you that. And if you guys have one, you guys know that every time that we connect using the application to our cameras, it's always giving you that because we're using data, whatever, But anyway, now you see it's working. All my cameras are there. That's only one page. 16 cameras on one page, 16 more cameras on the other page. But anyway, I just want to bring it back. But now, like I said, it's working. It's working with my data. It's working with the phones. With the cell phone company internet. Okay, that's how it's working. It's not using Wi-Fi anymore. But anyway, that's how you do it. Just remember, guys, you guys need to create 2 accounts. Okay, one to use it at your house, and another one to use it when you go out of your house. Okay, and that way it'll give you remote access. But you need to do all this that I told you guys before. Okay. Thank you, guys. If you guys have any questions, I'd be glad to answer those questions. Like I said, this is real simple. It's a real simple process, as long as somebody gives you the instructions how to do it. If you don't have the instructions how to do it, it gets harder because you don't know what you're doing. After you get all the instructions how to do it, it becomes real simple. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, please. But I'll be glad to put some links on with the video. Okay, thank you, guys. Until the next one, please just remember this: we need subscribers. We need subscribers. Please subscribe to our channel. That way we can keep making more of these videos. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye.